with Jesus. One of them on the right side and the other one on the left side. But Lord, the Gospel of Luke, chapter 23, verse 43, it says, one of the men believed Jesus. And he said what? Remember me in your kingdom. And Jesus said, today you will be with me in paradise. So this verse tells us what? One of the guys believed in Jesus. But the Gospel of Matthew and the Gospel of Mark, they disagree with Luke. And they say, the two men did not believe in Jesus. None of them believed in Jesus.
So one of them saying it is?
Luke says one of them believed. And Matthew and Mark says what? None of them believed. And both of them insulted Jesus. Whereas the Gospel of Luke says only one man insulted Jesus. And guess what? Matthew here specified. He said only two men were getting crucified along with Jesus. My Christians here last time they said there were more than two men who were getting crucified along with Jesus. But in Matthew it says only two men. I can show you the Gospel of Matthew chapter 27 verse 38. Last time they argued with me, disagreed with me, and they said I'm a liar because of quoting Matthew chapter 27 and Mark chapter 16 verse 32. So who is the liar now? Me or them? Or Matthew? Or Luke or Mark?
I'm going to now say what I've understood.
Okay.
Yes.
No, listen. Are you finished so I can answer you?
Can you quote the verse?
The references because I'll
give you. I like this reference.
We'll read the references.
Matthew will say how many men? Just
how many
two men.
It says where? In Matthew?
In Matthew chapter 27 verse 38.
Okay,
clear-cut evidence.
Matthew 27 verse 38.
Yes.
Okay, let's read it.
Okay.
Yes.
At the same time, two robbers were crucified with him, one on the right-hand side and one on the left.
Thank you.
Okay.
How many men?
Two of them were crucified. Now the important thing is two were crucified with him.
With him.
It does not say who was crucified earlier.
Wait.
Two were crucified with him. One on the right, one on the left. Yeah.
Wait. At the same time, it says at the same time. So the two men, the two men who were with Jesus, along with Jesus on the crucifixion, one on the right side and the other one on the left side. But Luke says one of the two men who were crucified along with Jesus believed in him, and the other one didn't believe him. Whereas Matthew chapter 27 verse 38 to 44 and Mark chapter 15 verse 32, it says none of the two men believed in Jesus. They both insulted Jesus. So contradiction.
Right, so
he said I'm a liar.
Are you finished?
So clear cut.
Are you going to let me talk now?
Okay,
thank you. So because it's mentioned two people in this incident, that doesn't say that there was nobody else crucified that day. First of all, that doesn't say only two men. He keeps saying there were only two men. In the scripture, it doesn't say only two men. Second thing, very important, there were people there, they were all cursing him. Okay, not just the people who were on the cross. The third thing is, if there were two men, and let's say when they were crucified, because Jesus was on the cross for 6 hours. When they were getting crucified, they wanted to come off the cross and stop it. So they would have been saying, "Hey, save yourself and save us too, if you are the Christ." And then after a few hours, one of them would realize that, wait a minute, you know what? This person has done nothing wrong, and he realized this could be also one of the interpretations of this thing, where that's fine if he's saying there were two people. Is it not possible that one of them realized that this person that's on the cross with me does not belong here? And he believed in him at that point. And that the point of this whole thing was that even at the time of death, if you have true faith and you ask God for forgiveness, He will forgive you. And that is the whole point of this whole this passage was. And he brings it up and says that, you know what, nobody believed in Jesus on the cross. You have a contradiction. The guy on the cross never asked Jesus to take him to paradise. He's lying. That's not what's there. One of the thieves did ask Jesus for forgiveness. Then Jesus did tell him that I will take you to paradise today. Now, whether it's a sequence of events, it could be that before he died, he was like, okay, you know what? I think I'm going to die in the next hour. Let me go to ask Jesus to forgive me. So that could be the main thing here. And that is the message. That means that it was true. That even if it was, and there isn't, because there is nowhere where it says there was only two. There are other traditions that says 4 people were crucified with him. I know the other traditions that says that. Doesn't matter. Even if you say there were only 2, the sequence of events that I've explained to him before, it doesn't mean that, okay, then he cursed him that he couldn't have said after 3 hours of like, okay, now I'm going to die. I'm going to ask you God's forgiveness. And that's what he did. And the other one was still cursing him. And he admonished the other thief and said, you are on the cross because of what you've done. We are on the cross for what you've done. He hasn't done anything.
Okay,
that's what he did.
Okay, context is here. He said the other traditional says 4 men. I want reference from him. It's tradition. And others indicates 4 men were crucified along with Jesus. So I want that evidence from him. He doesn't have it.
I'm sorry,
you said the other traditional says 4 men. 4 men.
Yeah, I'll bring it next time.
Next time. It's not in the Bible. It's not in the Bible.
It's a tradition.
It's not in the Bible.
Did I say in the Bible?
I'll ask him.
I said in the tradition.
It's not in the Bible. So now let me read the context.
I said in the tradition.
Okay, tradition. Okay, yeah. Tradition. Yeah. Okay, it's up to him. It's not in the Bible. So now let me read. No reference where he said. But here now I'll read the reference here. Yeah, and I'll read all of them because I know Fahad, but I want to show him. Okay, here Matthew chapter 27 verse 38. It says 2 rebels were crucified with him, with Jesus, yeah? One on his right hand and one on his left hand. And then what happened next? Let's read. Those who passed by hurled insults at him, shaking their heads. Carry on. And saying, you who are going to destroy the temple and build it in 3 days, save yourself, come down from the cross. If you are the Son of God. Let's go on. And then here, same chapter, Matthew chapter 27, all the way from verse 38 to 44. Here is 41. In the same way, the chief priest, the teachers of the law, and the elders mocked him. He saved others. They said, but he can't save himself. He is the King of Israel. Let him come down now from the cross, and we will believe in him. Okay, who said that? The chief and the priest.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the thieves.
Yeah, I'm coming. Hold on.
But Siraj is speaking the gospel.
Yeah,
and
I'm
you're
speaking
tradition.
Yeah, in
so
tradition,
which one
you said.
Do you take the gospel or the tradition?
I've been telling you about from the gospel as well.
Okay, wait.
I can read you the gospel too, if you want. I mean,
my internet's stuck.
Okay, his internet is stuck. Do you want me to answer this?
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, I got it here. I got somewhere else. Okay, and 27. And here, I was 42, verse 42. He saved others. They said, but he can't save himself. He's the King of Israel. Let him come down now from the cross, and we will believe in him. Verse 43, he trusts in God. Let God rescue him now if he wants him, for he said, I am the Son of God. In the same way, the rebels, how many rebels were talking before? 2 of them, the criminals who were crucified along with Jesus, who were crucified with him, also heaped insults on him. Matthew, yeah? What did they do, the 2 men? Both of them insulted Jesus. Yes, 2 men. So in Luke here, it says, the Gospel of Luke here, 23 is here, verse 43.
Muslims preaching the gospel.
43, he said, Jesus, let me start. It says, but the other criminal rebuked him. Yeah, don't you fear God? He said, since you are under the same sentence. Yeah, but the other criminal said to the other criminal, who what? Don't you fear God? He said, since you are under the same sentence, we are punished justly. Who said? The other criminal. He's saying to the other criminal, Matthew tells us how many criminals were there crucified along with Jesus? 2 of them. They said, one of them said what? The other one is blaming the other criminal by saying what? Don't you fear God? He said, since you are under the same sentence, we are punished justly, for we are getting what our deeds deserve. But this man has done nothing wrong. Who said? One of the criminals, one of the men who were also getting crucified along with Jesus. Let me finish. 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 Please, let me finish.
Okay, all right.
Then he said, Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. Jesus answered, one of the criminals.
Okay, the one
Jesus,
wait.
Okay, Jesus answered him, truly, I tell you today, you will be with me in paradise. Here, it says one of the criminals believed in Jesus and said, remember me in your kingdom. Whereas Matthew, the one I read, chapter 27, verse 38 to 44, and Mark chapter 15, verse 32, it says the two men, none of them believed Jesus, and they never said, he never mentioned about the paradise, and Jesus never said, you will be with me in paradise. So contradiction. Luke, one of them believed, one of the men. Matthew and Mark, none of them believed Jesus. So contradiction.
All right, Firas, finished, right?
So I'm done.
Are you going to give me a chance?
There's another answer.
So let me
I want an answer where it says there were more than, where it says in the Bible, Jesus along with 4 men were crucified on that day along with Jesus. I gave reference where it
let me
says
give you the answer.
clear cut. 2 men were crucified along with Jesus. So where's the 4 men?
Okay, now
Where's the 4 men?
all right, can you give
Give
us
me
a
the
chance?
verse.
Give us a chance.
Okay.
No, can I give you a chance to reply?
Give me the verse.
Okay, let's reply. Go ahead.
Before you say, I'm
Yes.
going to read it.
Yes.
Okay, listen.
Okay, so
Where
Siraj
is the
read
two men?
correctly.
Yes.
Verse 44,
Contradiction.
Matthew. Okay. 27 verse 44. The robbers who were crucified with him also spoke abusively.
Yes.
The very next verse, from noon until 3, which means all this happened just before noon.
Okay.
From noon until 3, there was darkness over all the land.
Okay.
About 3 o'clock,
Yes.
Jesus shouted with a loud voice. Now, after about 3 o'clock, starts the 7 last words of Jesus. One of the 7 last words of Jesus was this: "Today you will be with me in paradise."
No.
That's right.
No.
right. So
Look,
the timeline, he has
contradiction.
messed up the
No, contradiction. Why are you lying
there's no
for?
contradiction.
Contradiction. 2 men, one of the men believed Jesus, and the other Matthew and Mark, none of the men,
not
the
letting me
2
talk.
men believed in Jesus. So contradiction.
Siraj, you said you let us talk.
No, contradiction.
You said let us talk.
Okay, talk.
Let us
talk,
talk. Back off.
Talk. Okay.
Back off.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay,
What
so
is he saying?
he's lying. He's lying.
What's he saying though?
He's saying it was the noon.
Give us the scripture.
The noon. Whether it's the noon or not, one verse, Mark
Siraj.
and Matthew agrees
Siraj,
with
can you let him speak,
each
please?
other.
Okay, Siraj,
But
it's my turn.
Luke
Do you
disagree
guys
with
supposed
them.
to
It's my turn.
It's only
It's
So
my turn.
contradiction.
Is it a monologue?
2 men did not
stopping.
believe in Jesus.
Are you
None of them
finished?
believed.
Are you finished?
But Mark, Luke, one of them believed.
Are you
Why are you
finished?
getting so
Are you
worried? Let him
finished?
speak.
Are you
If
finished?
you know what you're saying is right, you let him
Then
speak.
why are you afraid?
Okay.
If you're right, then why are you
Okay.
afraid?
Okay.
Don't be afraid.
Let him speak.
Okay.
He didn't interrupt you. Okay, again, let me read it. Verse 45, the verse that he stopped at was 44. Verse 45. Now from noon until 3, there was darkness across the land. Okay, which means all this happened before noon. Okay. Now from noon until 3.
Wait, what happened?
All this insulting
Wait,
stuff.
please,
Insulting.
Sam, let him finish. Let him
Insulting.
finish. No,
What
I'll come
happened?
to
I'm
that
reading
point.
it. Ask him to keep quiet.
No, you speak,
Okay,
you
read it
speak,
from
you
the
speak,
beginning.
you
Read
speak.
it from the back.
You speak.
Go back and read
Okay,
it. It says they
verse
were insulting
44.
him.
Yes.
Verse
Read it.
44. The robbers who were crucified with him also spoke abusively. Verse 45. Now from noon until 3, there was darkness over the land. Verse 46. About 3 o'clock. Now Jesus starts speaking. Now you.
No, go ahead.
Speak
go ahead,
and
go
said,
ahead.
what did he say?
Hold on.
What did he say? Wait.
He
No,
wants to have a say.
I'll expose. It's easy. Watch out. Carry on, read.
Eli, lama sabachthani, my God, why have you forsaken me? Then the bystanders, the 7
Can I
words
speak?
of Jesus.
Okay, can I
go
speak
ahead,
now?
go ahead.
Okay, let me
So
speak now.
he spoke afterwards.
Okay,
Let me speak now. Very clearly, these events are sequential. There's a timeline here. I explained that previously. This is a timeline. It didn't all just happen in like 1 minute. This was over 6-hour time period. So when they were put on the cross, they were cursing and they were like, hey, save us, save yourself. After they saw that there is darkness all over the world, there were earthquakes and darkness all over the land. So when they saw all this, one of them came to his senses and said to Jesus, remember me when you come in your kingdom. Now he realized that, wait a minute, we are on the cross for what we have done. That's the lie he just keep repeating. The lie is that he's saying that the thief never said this. That's a lie, because the timeline tells us that they did after they experienced this thing happening.
How many were put on the cross?
Wait, please wait.
There doesn't say
Brother,
there were only
let me
two.
speak.
He said there were only two. When we read the text, it doesn't say the word only in it. It doesn't say only.
So how are you
There's
resolving the
wait.
contradiction?
Wait.
There's
The
contradiction.
of
Well, let me answer. Let me ask
He's
him.
making it a
Sam,
contradiction.
do you want to speak? I will let you speak. I will ask you one question. Will destroy your point.
But
I will ask you one simple question.
Go ahead, go
It
ahead.
will destroy you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I want you to show me from Matthew chapter 27.
Yeah.
You to show me that one of the men believed in Jesus, and
I
he did
just
not
did.
insult. No, from Matthew. I want you to show me. No. From Matthew. I want you to show me from Matthew chapter 27, from verse 38 to 44, or all the way to the end. Show me, or in Mark chapter 15, verse 32, all the way to the end, where one of the two men believed in Jesus and said, "Remember me in your heaven." Same as where in Luke chapter 23, verse 43. Show me in Matthew and Luke.
So why-
Still contradiction is there.
Why?
In Matthew, it doesn't say one of the men said,
So what you saying-
"Remember me in your paradise." I want you to show me from Matthew and Mark.
Could you want to answer?
Show me. Can you answer?
You see, is there any seeker here? It's just for argument purpose.
No.
Because
no, just
wait,
some. No.
Let me establish.
You
something
answer my
here.
answer. Any Christian can answer. I want them to show me. Come, please.
We are
Come.
going to benefit from
I'll
it.
repeat for you what I said. Come.
He's saying
Well,
No,
let
no
me
to
I want
finish
to.
Matthew.
No, thank you. I want to.
Saying
No, I want
I'm
this
I'm
gentleman.
answering it.
No,
I'm
I want this
answering it.
gentleman.
Because why?
No,
I'm
no.
answering.
What's my question?
I just
No.
want to establish something before. I just want to
Come.
establish something before
So
I
Christians,
answer the
my
question.
challenge is contradiction.
there
The
is
Gospel
no
of Luke
contradiction in it.
says one of the men
I'm
believed
answering
in
it.
Jesus
Now,
and he
hear
did not insult
Hear
Jesus.
this, hear this.
But whereas Matthew
I'm
and
answering
Mark,
it.
they say what? None of the two men believed in Jesus and they did not believe in Jesus. And no one said, "Remember me in your paradise." Show me in Matthew and in Luke. Here, in Mark. Not in Luke.
listen here.
In Mark and in
Do
Matthew.
we believe in
Come
one-
here.
Wait.
What's his name?
Why-
Contradiction.
I'm willing to answer
Contradiction.
this question.
Clear contradiction.
Hello, there
when
is
you
no
stand,
contradiction. I'm
Shall
willing to answer.
come.
I'm coming.
one at a time.
I'm willing
No,
to
I'm
answer
sorry.
this. Why me not?
What's my answer? What's my question?
Your question
Okay,
is,
what's my question?
Your question is
Make
to
Okay,
bring,
wait.
to bring for the narratives.
What
who
did I ask you?
Those eyewitnesses, those
No.
witnesses
What
about
did I ask?
That,
No.
Was there anyone
sorry.
who asked the Lord Jesus Christ to remember him in
Listen,
paradise?
he's
And
been
that's what
waiting
I'm going
before
to
you.
do.
He's been waiting before
Wait,
And that's
come.
what I'm going to do. Why?
Okay, you come. You want to talk?
Why you don't want
I want any Christian. Mister, you get exposed. I want you to show me from Matthew chapter 24:7 and Mark chapter 15 where Jesus, one of the men, believed in him and he did not
I say I'm
insult.
willing to answer.
It doesn't
Can
say
I
that.
answer?
No one
You should let
believed.
me answer.
They both
You should
insulted.
let me answer.
Whereas Luke says one of the men insulted and the other one did not insult.
You should let me
Contradiction.
answer.
Anyways, I'm going to pray. Take your time. I believe. Come.
Firaz, you can answer this one. So it's
Let him
very
talk.
clear. Matthew chapter 27 verse 44 says.
Why does he say?
Firaz,
They both insulted. They both insulted.
Yes,
And in
both
Luke,
insulted.
what did he say? In Luke, what does he say?
Can you allow me to
No,
speak?
in Luke, tell me. What
No,
does he say
you
in
must allow me
Luke?
to
No, in Luke, what does he say?
didn't
No,
interrupt.
answer. No.
Allow me to speak.
Answer. Now
Allow me to
answer.
speak. No,
In Luke, what does he
just
say?
allow me to
No,
speak.
before you talk to me about Matthew, what does Luke say?
Luke says one of them
Believed. And he did not insult.
Yes.
But Matthew says what? Two of them
There's something
insulted.
that you're missing here.
And where in Matthew it says they believe, one of them believed. Show me from the text.
So
I
let's
want
go through
take
the
your
timeline.
time.
Let's
I
go
want
through the
where
timeline.
the man
A timeline
said
is
in Matthew
extremely
and in Mark, remember me
Can
in
I
your
speak?
kingdom.
Can I speak?
And he believed
Can I
him.
speak?
Show me.
Yes,
Okay.
okay.
Okay,
just stop.
if I can talk, that's
Yes.
fine. Now, it clearly, Matthew verse 45, if you read 45, it says, now from noon until 3 o'clock, there was
You just
darkness
repeat
over
the
the
same
land.
thing.
Whatever happened.
What does he
Let
say?
me finish
Did
now.
Matthew
Let
say?
me finish
Let him
now.
finish.
Did Matthew say one of the
Can
men
I
believed?
speak?
answer.
There are
No,
six
I know
women
how
like
to give
to know
preach.
this.
I'm asking a simple question.
there is
I will
something
talk.
important that you
Did
have to
Matthew say one of the men did not insult
are
Jesus?
Can I finish?
No.
There are
No.
women who are willing.
Until 3 o'clock.
now I won't talk.
Okay, let him
You want to
talk.
answer?
One second.
Answer my question. Answer my question. Did Matthew say?
Listen to him.
Listen.
You are both
Listen.
right.
Did Matthew say chapter 27? One of the men did not insult Jesus. Yes or no?
Yes, he did.
Where did he say? Matthew says both of them insulted. So thank you. But Luke says no one insulted him.
After that,
No.
Go ahead. Just tell them.
Okay, goodbye. Anyways, I'm done. Anyways, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. No answer. Anyways,
He is
It's
here to answer.
contradiction.
Why no answer?
What do you
Why
want to
no
say?
Are you just here for
Practical
prophecy?
example
There are
from
two
life and not
suggestions.
theory. Let's say there is an accident and I see the car wreck from here. Oh, I see a baby is there and a woman.
Talking
and
about
now
Bible,
it's
what is
coming
he
another testimony from the other side from the car. Oh, there is an old man and he does not see the woman and the baby from the other side. And now comes the police officers. He have like two testimony. The man
That's
from the
it.
left side
It's-
sees only the woman
Man,
with
yeah,
the baby,
yeah.
and
That's
the other
exactly.
from the other side sees only the old
Exactly,
man.
that's it.
You know, it's so simple.
it's
so
not simple.
No, it's
Look,
so simple.
Luke says two men, one of them insulted, and the other one believed Jesus. Matthew and Mark says that none of them two men believed in Jesus. Both of them were insulting. So contradiction. Contradiction. Show me in Matthew and Mark where they say the one of the two men believed in Jesus and did not insult. It's contradiction.
No.
Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.
No, wait.
Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum. So your book is a liar. not me.
You're the liar. You're the liar.
He said more than four men. He said more than
I'm
two men
using
were
you-
crucified
wait.
along with Jesus.
I'm using you
and
as an
Matthew
example.
says only two men were crucified
But
No,
along
it
with
doesn't
Jesus.
say only two men. He
Two
lied
men.
again. You're a
Two men.
liar.
Show me
It
where it
doesn't say
says
only.
more than two.
Show me where it says only.
Show me.
Show me where it says
Two
only.
men.
Show it says
Yes,
only.
yeah, two men
It
here.
does-
Listen,
it doesn't
listen.
say only.
Listen,
It doesn't
two
say
men.
only.
Two men.
It doesn't say
Two men,
only.
yes.
It doesn't say
Another
only.
Christian, two men.
Look at the
Come.
word.
How many
It
men?
doesn't say only.
Two men.
You're a liar.
One man, look, one man believed. One man believed. In Matthew and Mark, none of the two
No.
men,
It
and
doesn't
both
say
of them
only two men.
insulted.
That's a lie.
So
That's
who
a
else
lie.
was crucified then?
Who
else?
There were a lot of
Show me.
There were a lot of
I'm
thieves
showing
out
you your
there.
verses.
That was the place
Only-
of crucifixion.
I'm showing you your verses.
Show me where it says
Two
only.
men were
Show me where it
crucified.
says only.
Okay,
Siraj,
where does it
does it
say
say only?
Four men were crucified along with Jesus. Do
Siraj,
you have-
does it say
do you have-
only? Does
I'm
it say
giving
only?
you verses.
Does it say
says-
only? Why are you
Listen,
lying?
Sam,
Why are you
this
lying?
is a clear
Why are you
cut.
lying? Where does it say only?
Contradiction.
Are you lying?
Go
Are you
sort
just
out.
say I'm
He
lying?
knows.
He's lying.
He
He's
knows.
lying.
All
He's
Christian
saying only.
scholars know
He keeps
this.
saying only two men.
All Christian
There's
scholars
no
know.
words that says
He
only.
said in tradition. He
It
said
doesn't
in
say
tra-
only.
in-
What does it say?
He
It says
said
two
in
men.
tradition four men.
It says two men. It
He
doesn't
said
say
in-
only.
Okay. Do you believe there were more than four men?
Sam, resolve.
Wait.
Look, we don't know exactly how many men.
Oh,
Two are
Matthew is talking.
mentioned. There are
Matthew is
others
the
who are
eyewitness.
also insulting Jesus.
Matthew is the eyewitness.
Pharisees were insulting Jesus. The passerbys.
Look,
they were
two
all
men were
insulting Jesus.
crucified along
The
with
guy
Jesus.
that's mentioned
One of
by
them
one of the
insulted,
Gospels,
the
he's
other
saying
one believed.
You have to
And
believe in one
Matthew-
gospel, not all of them. Why do I have to believe in one gospel,
I'm
not all
using
of them?
both. Contradiction.
What? No.
I'm using
one
Luke.
of them
I'm
is
using
saying.
Luke.
One of them is saying.
Luke
that
said
this-
what? One of the men believed.
One of them believed.
Matthew said what? Both of them insulted.
That's what.
But Luke
That's
says
right.
Listen.
We
only
said
one
the
of them
timeline.
insulted.
The
Anyways,
same
goodbye.
man,
Salam
the
alaikum.
same
It's
man
clear
who
cut.
insulted him.
It's clear cut.
The same man
Look,
who insulted him realizes
asking-
that he's a sinner.
I'm asking how
Was
many
he? Why would he
men
ask for
were crucified
forgiveness?
along with Jesus?
So Jesus
No,
is God.
no,
Because
Luke
he's asking
is
for
right.
forgiveness from
No,
Jesus.
it's not forgiveness.
So you're saying
No,
Jesus
no,
is God.
There's no forgiveness.
Of
there.
course Jesus
Listen,
is
don't-
God.
don't bring
He's
forgiveness.
God, right?
Did he say forgive me?
Yeah.
Where
He
did
said,
he say? Show me.
remember me in your
No,
when
remember
you come in
me.
your.
Does remember me means
Well,
forgive my sins?
if
What
I'm
English
dying
is that?
and I say, remember
What
me,
English
you
is
are
that?
dying with me,
Anyways,
remember me when you
goodbye.
come in your
Salam alaikum.
kingdom. He
Listen,
said, I'll take you to paradise today.
Matthew
So you're
and
saying-
Mark says other way round, opposite.
No.
contradiction.
They're saying
Some-
the same thing.
both of you calm
One
down.
is giving you the full story, one
Wait.
is giving you partial story.
Wait.
Okay.
Look,
Tone it down,
what's
tone it down.
contradiction, Sam? Tell me.
Tone it
What?
down.
What's contradiction?
The contradiction
What's
is
the meaning of contradiction? Tell me.
when somebody says one thing and something is something else.
Okay, so
Right, it's
okay,
the opposite.
let me make it clear for you.
Yeah.
Let me make it clear for you.
Yeah.
Two men were crucified along with Jesus.
Yeah.
Matthew said that. two men
Okay.
were crucified along
Yeah,
with Jesus.
yeah.
But Luke said one of the men believed in Jesus,
Yeah.
did not insult. But Matthew said
he
both
say-
of them insulted. Is there no contradiction?
Wait a
Is
minute.
there
He
no
lied again.
contradiction?
One
Can I
second,
tell
sir.
you?
Is
He
there
lied
no
again. He lied
contradiction?
again.
What did
He
I lie?
said-
1 second.
You want to know? Stop.
Where
Stop.
did I lie?
Stop. Let me tell you what he lied
All right,
again.
speak.
You lied again.
Where did I lie?
You lied again.
Why? Tell
You
me.
lied again. Why? He said that one of the men, he said that he didn't insult Jesus.
Yes, Luke said he didn't insult one of them.
Show me.
Luke says that. He didn't insult, he believed him. What are you on about?
We're
resolve to
going to catch
Look,
the lie right now.
Look, the other
Show
man
us where
in Luke,
Luke says,
look here.
calm down, man. I got this.
What's
I got
wrong?
this.
I think he
got
doesn't
this.
know
I got
his
it.
book.
He's a liar.
I will show
All
him.
day long he can stand here.
The
He's
Gospel
still-
of
still
Luke,
can turn out
chapter
to be a liar.
23, from
Ravi,
verse
Ravi,
40
Ravi,
to
Ravi.
43. Last one I'm going, yeah?
Show us the verse where
I'm going here.
it says like,
Here, look.
that one of them didn't-
Look here. But the other, look here. One of the criminals, listen,
Yeah.
chapter 23, from verse 39 to 43, yeah?
Yeah, read
Last
it,
one
read
I'm
it,
going.
read it loud.
He said he doesn't say that. Here,
Read it
it says
loud.
only one man insulted
Read it
Jesus.
loud.
And the other one believed in him.
Just read it.
So now listen. It says 39. There was a written notice above him,
Yeah.
with which read, "This is the King of the Jews."
Yeah.
One of the criminals who hung there hurled insults at him. He insulted Jesus.
Yeah.
Aren't you the Messiah? Save yourself and us. But the other criminal, listen, but the other criminal, one of the men said, rebuked him, the other criminal, he rebuked the other criminal. Don't you fear God? That's what he said to the other criminal. Okay. And then he said, what?
But he needs to explain it.
Okay.
We are on
He
the
said,
cross. Yeah. We know what
So
the
he
rest of
said,
it says.
we are punished. No, he said, don't you fear God? He said, since you are under the same sentence, we are punished justly.
Yeah.
For we are getting what our deeds deserve. But this man has done nothing wrong.
So why did you lie? Why
Let
did
me
you
come.
lie?
Wait.
Why did you lie?
Wait. Does it say here the two men insulted Jesus? No. Only how many men insulted Jesus? One. In Matthew it says two men insulted Jesus.
Okay.
Let him-
Now,
And he did
hold on,
not
hold on.
believe.
Let me answer that.
None of them believed.
No, you lied.
Contradiction.
Lied. Okay. No
Here.
contradiction.
And Matthew, so let me show you.
Okay.
No contradiction.
Tell me what was the time when they did that?
No,
What was the
contradiction.
time? Was it at the
Contradiction.
crucifixion? How long was the
Let me
crucifixion?
finish. Let me
The
finish.
contradiction
No,
is
let
you.
me finish. Let me
You're
finish.
the contradiction.
Let me finish. I didn't finish. I will allow you to speak. Okay.
You're not allowing him to
Now here,
Yeah.
Matthew chapter 27, verse 38 to 44 here. Look here. Clear cut
Yeah.
evidence.
Yeah.
Here it says 38. Okay. Verse 38 here. Two rebels were crucified with him.
back.
One of his right and one of his left. Those who passed by hurled
Yeah.
insults at him,
Okay.
shaking their heads
Yeah.
and saying, you are going to destroy the temple and build it in 3 days. Save yourself. Come down from the cross. If you are the Son of God. In the same way, the chief and priests and the teachers of the law and the elders mocked him. He saved others. They said, but he can't save himself. He is the King of Israel. Let him come down now from the cross, and we will believe in him. He trusts in God. Let God rescue him now. If he wants, him. For he said, I am the Son of God. In the same way, the rebels were two men, yes?
What?
The rebels, according to chapter and according to verse 38, two rebels were crucified along with Jesus. So here, the rebels here, verse 44, it says, in the same way, the two rebels who were crucified with him.
Rebels. It
Yes.
doesn't say the two rebels. He keeps lying.
Look, the context,
He
how many
doesn't say
rebels?
two rebels.
Wait, how many
He doesn't
rebels?
say two rebels.
Chapter
He
verse
lied.
38.
Why you keep lying?
Two
Why you such a
rebels. Look,
habitual liar
how many rebels?
that He said two,
Let
two
me
rebels.
speak.
No,
let me finish.
Why are you
Did I finish?
misreading
Did
it?
I finish?
It doesn't
Did I
say
finish?
two
Wait,
rebels.
did I finish?
It just says rebels.
Okay, here, everyone, camera,
Yeah.
zoom in.
Does it say
two
rebels
rebels.
or does it say rebels?
Two rebels.
No, he's going
Look,
up. No. Two rebels. At
two
the end,
rebels.
when you read it at the end,
Two
and
rebels.
on the bottom, it doesn't
Two
say
rebels.
it. He just read
Two
at the
rebels.
bottom where it says
Two rebels.
the rebels.
Okay.
It doesn't say the two
Okay,
rebels.
the rebels, how many of them the rebels?
There could be a lot of
How
rebels.
many of them were crucified?
A lot of them.
How many?
A lot
Matthew
of the
said
rebels could be there.
in verse
The
38,
rebels are
two rebels
people who are
were
against
crucified
God.
along with Jesus.
No.
How many
No.
rebels?
All of them were rebels. All of them were rebels.
How many men?
What about the Jew
How
people
many
who were?
rebels?
They
How
were
many
all
men